When I think about my dad growing up, I certainly think about that seriousness. But very few people get to see. He's funny, weird, and really playful.
Shout out to our favorite MD.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Anthony Fauci.
No!
God help us.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I thought maybe it'd be a little fun little topic for the day to laugh at just how demolished Disney Plus has been getting. Now, 5 hours ago, they announced that there was an unprecedented portrait of one of America's most vital public servants, Fauci, a documentary by Nat Geo, streaming only on Disney Plus. Now, wherever you lie on this gentleman, that's for you to decide. I don't care for him. I don't care for him telling Americans that they can't gather for Christmas this year. He's just not sure if people can gather for Christmas. I'm not a fan of the 2 weeks to slow the spread being 800 weeks later, whatever it is now. But most of all, I feel like there's a lot we don't know about him and some of the research that he did in the past. But that's not really what this video is about. It's about the backlash. So they put out two tweets. One got ratioed, so they quickly put out another one in hopes that it would not get ratioed. It says 2.8 thousand comments to just 900 likes. First of all, nobody wants us on Disney Plus, except for these weirdos who worship the guy. But we can take a look at some of the replies. Cannot wait to watch this with the whole family at Thanksgiving. See, 5 times August. So many people are excited not to watch it. Currently, 676 downvotes. Let's see how this is going. Now, this is just getting out. Okay, so I don't think the actual upvotes have changed. There's now 800 downvotes. We'll get to that in a second. That ratio here is outstanding. Unbelievable, really. Rather watch every episode of Young Sheldon in one sitting than watch this. My 15-month-old after viewing this trailer, quote, "Father, I got chills watching this brave public servant navigate the perils of virology, public health policy, and politics. Maybe our nation still does have hope for heroes like Fauci around." Unquote. I've never been more proud of they. You got to get a like for that. How do you dislike a tweet? Does it include a segment about his love of gain of function research? Is this isn't this the Boba Fett trailer? Everybody in here absolutely demolishing it, praising a dude for not solving a problem. I mean, it is weird to me. I think if you're older like I am, you remember every time we have like this, we have a big outbreak of something, there becomes this celebrity doctor. I remember during was it during SARS or was it during swine flu? Whatever. There was another one that I hated too. These are people that, are out there, and I do believe that they are doing what they think is the best. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but, ultimately, I think it's really bizarre, this worship of the guy. First of all, he's just doing his job, not very well in my opinion, but there are certainly a lot of questions about him. So let's stop deifying the guy. I don't mean to be that guy, but you might as well know how your programming affects your bottom line. One, right? I just canceled our family's account we've held since day one. I can't support the glorification of a man actively working to vilify my family and take away my children's rights. Pass. Stop with this. Who the heck asked for this? Easiest pass of all time. I mean, does it include his bungling of the AIDS crisis? Nobody, not even Twitter wants this. I mean, and of course, by the way, we know dang well it's not going to include anything about how he's been wrong about 1 billion times. Now, I will say this. I want to say this. I know that the situation is fluid and that, I like to believe that he's trying his best. That said, maybe let's not deify these doctors, especially when he's made numerous mistakes and had to go for and go back, against things that he said. A documentary leading the way to prison. There's nobody in here. Where is there's not a single positive reply. Maybe it's in the quote tweets. I don't understand. Now, Fauci for a lot is seen as a man who has made a career out of, guessing. Making educated guesses, we could say. Here's Kyle Mann saying, is there a different version of this documentary for each time he's changed his story? Dan Crenshaw, maybe this documentary will explain his blatantly un-American stance against individual liberty. Good Lord, they are worshiping this man. This is sheer lunacy. The documentary is supposed to be 15 minutes long, but it really lasts 2 years. I mean, again, look, I've always said, hey, you do you. I've never said what people should or shouldn't do, like in terms of their personal health. I'm not the healthiest guy, so certainly I'm not in a position to tell others what to do. But this is just, even if you're all poked up and you wear your pin everywhere you go and you have your Team Pfizer backpack, like this has got to be weird, right? I mean, what is this? It used to take a decade for someone to get deified in propaganda pick. Now it's greenlit in a couple of quarters. I can't even find a single positive reply. And it does feel propagandistic. Why are we propping this man up like a god? This isn't even the first documentary, I don't think. I think there's several. I'm desperately searching for no more of this effing. America's just sick of him, by the way. And look, he's definitely like, I hope that he's looking out for everybody's, best interests. I have to believe that's the case. But people are sick of this dude. If we look at the YouTube comments, the ratio is coming. Ratatouille 2, nice, nice. A lie keeps growing and growing until it's as plain as the nose on your face. Will this have scenes where he's funding his research in other countries? Oh my God, they actually brought in Susan Rice for an interview. This is straight out of the swamp. All the worst people in our country are being featured. This is gag-inducing. Dr. Fauci is the most beautiful of all the Disney princesses. Propaganda outlets going into overdrive. By the way, from what I can tell, they are in fact deleting comments. They're deleting comments, and I don't know if it's likes or dislikes. People say that. I don't know how, like, as a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers, I have no feature or function to delete likes or dislikes off a video, but I'm not Disney. One of the most criminally foul and manipulative pieces of propaganda ever produced. Remember the names of all involved. Where's the, let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. If you want, by the way, I would absolutely love a documentary on Dr. Anthony Fauci. I would absolutely. Just scratched open a mosquito bite. That didn't feel great. We'll keep it rolling. I would absolutely love it. I would love to see all the things that are true and all the things that are untrue, and exactly how he rose to deity status here in the United States. And why exactly Disney is picking now to put out this when clearly nobody wants this. In a press release, the company details that the documentary delivers a rare glimpse into the long-standing professional career and personal life of the ultimate public servant, who after a lifelong service faces biggest test, a pandemic whose ferocity is unmatched. It adds, with his signature blend of scientific acumen, candor and integrity, Dr. Anthony Fauci became a cultural icon. Like, does this guy have no, like, it's such a weird thing, but like, if I was in this position and they were like, hey man, we want to do a documentary on you, I'd be like, dude, let's not. Like, if he really cared about the health of, like, you know, the American people, he'd probably say like, this is only going to increase hesitancy. He's touted his own integrity, especially when receiving Georgia Tech's Ivan Allen Jr. Prize in Social Courage. While receiving the award, the doctor said, this past year, what I've gone through, anybody who's witnessed it would have to see would be quite stressful. I took no great pleasure in having to conflict at times with the president. I mean that is not something I seek to do. It's just necessary because you have to stick with the truth and maintain your integrity. Well, that's great. You know, first it was masks, then it was we didn't need them, then it was 2, then it was 3, then it was N95s. There were many things that he was famously incorrect about. But nah, gonna probably skip this. I'd probably watch Ghostbusters 2016 if I had to choose between the two of them. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.